Let's carry on right now too. As you can see on the screen behind me, the story we continue to track, a heartbreaking situation playing out right now in Uttarkashi in Uttarakhand. This is a situation that you remember began on Diwali. So we're talking about 14 days ago, so 2 weeks ago, where you had rescue operations in Uttarkashi's tunnel. This is a story in which you remember on a Sunday morning, 41 trapped workers, they were working, they were completing their 12-hour shift when the tunnel they were in collapsed. After it collapsed, they were trapped inside. They've been trapped, as we've been telling you, over the last few days. And attempt after attempt to save them has failed. Now, I do want to, before we go ahead, specify for you, as you might remember, that they do have access to proper food. They have access to water, oxygen. So they do have access to their essentials. They also have access to medication, constant communication, but the effort to get them out remains a huge issue. Yesterday night, the effort was supposed to come to an end. There were hopes that it would end within the last 24 hours. However, once again, the entire process hit a familiar roadblock. I say familiar because the story we've been bringing you most often is that the drilling machines keep running into structural elements within the tunnel. So, for example, metal pieces that are hindering the drilling process and breaking down the machines in many cases. What that has meant is that you don't have a constant drilling process. The machines need to be stopped, allowed to cool down for a few hours. Only then can the process start up again. Now, this has been the single biggest roadblock. On your screens right now, you can see the Chief Minister. He arrived yesterday. You might remember there was some criticism of the Chief Minister and senior officials for not being present on the ground 24/7 over the last few days. The Chief Minister travelled to Uttarkashi yesterday. Now, we're going to bring you different reactions. We're going to play them out for you. Then we'll connect with the reporter once again.
45 मीटर जो पाइप है ऑगर मशीन के उसके कारण से जा चुका है और रेस्क्यू अब अंतिम चरण में है। कुछ बाधाएं आ रही हैं। हम भगवान से प्रार्थना करते हैं कि जल्दी से जल्दी वो पूरा हो और जल्दी से जल्दी हमारे सभी श्रमिक भाई सकुशल बाहर आएं। यहाँ पर उनके बाहर निकलने के लिए सारे इंतजाम किए गए हैं। एम्बुलेंस तैयार है, अस्पताल भी पूरी तरह से उनके इलाज के लिए और जो भी चेकअप वगैरह होने हैं वो सब हम लोग कर रहे हैं। उनके परिजनों से भी लगातार हमारे प्रशासन के लोग, स्थानीय लोग, सभी लोग उनका मनोबल बढ़ा रहे हैं और हमारा प्रयास है और सारे विशेषज्ञ इसमें लगे हुए हैं, पूरे मनोयोग से काम कर रहे हैं, पूरी मेहनत से कर रहे हैं। रात दिन रेस्क्यू चल रहा है।
Okay, my colleague Anshul with us right now. Anshul, this must be heartbreaking to be reporting on. I know that just a few hours ago, once again, we've had the exact same problem play out that we've had a few times over the last few weeks. The drilling machine hitting metal and not being able to drill further, pausing the efforts once again. Where do we stand right now?
So yes, the rescuers are now very hopeful that today is going to be the day when we will get to hear that good news. Remember, there are new problems that are coming up each and every time, starting from falling off debris to the people who are stuck inside, making sure that they have access to solid food as well. And it was an uphill task for the rescuers to actually go ahead and make sure that 6-inch pipe is installed. Post that, the 22 to 45 meter mark that we were talking about, the rescuers hoped that is going to be the most crucial part of the operation. But as soon as they hit the 45 meter mark, they were encountered with metal pieces. And when they navigated with that, the next thing that happened was that the pipe that was being inserted, that got bent, and due to that, the drilling process yet again came to an halt, because as the pipe was going inside, there was pressure being built on that pipe, and hence the entire machine tilted, and hence the platform on which the machine was established, the track on which the machine was working, that came above the ground. So which eventually meant that the machine would have to be removed, and that platform would have to be re-established. Concreting process and the anchoring process of that entire platform went on till late last night. The machine was once the platforming happened, then the machine was yet again taken out from the pipe, which was approximately 46.8 meters long. And then at this point in time, the cutting process of that pipe that was bent is ongoing, which means that we are going to lose a few meters, but that is something that is not to worry about, because drilling does not need to happen for those few meters, but it just needs to be pushed in. And post that, the good news today is that the ground penetration radar which was brought in by the DRDO, that machine was sent in the pipe, and it has now finally analyzed, given its report that over the next 5 meters there are no any further metal pieces in the debris, which means that once the drilling process starts, we can expect that over the next 5 meters there is going to be no metal pieces, and hence the drilling process is going to be easy. And post that, the next 5 meters is probably going to be the easiest for the rescuers, because remember, as we have been explaining this to our viewers, that when the debris falls, the exact location from which the debris falls, the heavy pieces, the metal pieces that fell right at the center, and post that the debris that kept on falling, that made a pyramid, which means that the last few meters is going to be loose debris through which penetrating that is going to be an easy task. So yes, over the next 2 hours we are expecting that process of cutting the pipe that was bent, the 800 millimeter pipe that was bent, that cutting process would come to an end, and post that pipe would be pushed in, and then yet again the drilling process would start. So by today evening, yet again, fingers crossed, much like the entire country, we are hoping that we would get that good news, that people would finally be taken out, because it is going to be time consuming for the rescuers to actually go inside and take each and every person out from there, because once the pipe gets through the other end of the debris, then the biggest task at hand is going to be to make sure that the entire pipe is cleaned, because as the pipe is being pushed inside the debris keeps falling inside the pipe, and hence once the pipe is pushed towards the other end, the cleaning process of the pipe is going to be something that is going to be the most time consuming. Post that, the NDRF is prepared at this point in time. They are saying that on an average they are going to take 2 minutes for a person to be taken out. So for 41 men, we can expect a time of around 80 minutes, and 20 minutes plus minus that. So you can expect that once the cleaning process happen in the next 2 hours, we can expect that all the people would come out. Post that, they would be taken to the hospital, makeshift hospital that has been built in Uttarkashi, and hence today we can expect that today could be the last day of this entire rescue operations.
Okay, Anshul, a few follow-up questions. How are the workers doing right now? What are the visuals showing you? Are they being able to walk around? I know there's that 2-kilometer space. Is every one of the 41 workers still being able to stand, being able to talk? Tell us more about that, and also tell us, did the Chief Minister also stay overnight to oversee efforts?
So yes, the Chief Minister was very much in Uttarkashi, but he was not at the spot. As we are speaking, he is still not at the spot, but yes, General VK Singh, MOS, he camped out here at the spot till late last night. In fact, he is still at this very spot, making sure that this entire operation that is being carried out with actual finesse, and whatever problems is turning up, whatever problems is nature throwing towards them, their solutions are being found and is implemented at the earliest. So General VK Singh has been on the ground from the last 24 hours. The Chief Minister came here for a few hours yesterday. He spoke to the workers who were stuck inside, and post that he yet again went to the guest house that he was staying in, Uttarkashi, which is approximately 40 to 45 kilometers away, 40 to 45 minutes away from the spot at which we are standing. If you speak about the workers, the rescuers are saying that yes, all the workers are absolutely fine. None of the workers are now reporting any sort of illness or any sort of issues due to which they have to be given any sort of medicines or immediate medical attentions. And yes, the workers are also very, very excited, because now they can actually hear the work that is being done, because the rescuers have reached so close to them, and hence they are absolutely motivated and positive that they are going to be taken out within the next few hours.
Okay, Anshul, we're going to keep checking in with you. That silver lining coming in from my colleague, he's saying within the next few hours, we are going to see this process possibly wrap up, those 41 workers finally making it out of the tunnel. Let's keep our fingers crossed. It's time for a short break. On the other side, more of the country's top stories. This is the Breaking News Show on CNN News 18. All of the morning news stories coming to you at this hour.